Hey guys, what's up? How are we doing today? Alright, we've arrived, and this place looks 100 times better than anything I could have imagined it being. So, let's get onto the beach and let's check it out. And this is a prime example of why you wait to drive during the day. Oh man, I'm wrecked. It's a little cold. Fuck, I should really take that duvet out. Oh, it's so buried down. It's cold though. Oh, what time is it? 6:40. Yeah. Bro, come on. A special spot, a washable bucket. Dude, we're like in civilization. You understand that, right? So, I woke up in the middle of the night to a large thud, and I went straight back to sleep. I thought it was danger, and it wasn't. And then I was like, I don't care what it is. I'm going back to bed. And I just noticed this was in the passenger side area. It's my mount. It just fell off. It just decided it's gonna fall off in the middle of the night. Spooked the shit out of me. Anyways, okay. So, welcome to another Shlog. In this one, I'm gonna go to a McDonald's and do a bunch of work until we end up in some sort of weird exploration like we have every other day. Yeah, I mean, be prepared for adventure. That's what I gotta say. I haven't had much luck with the bread situation. Every time I've been buying it, it's been almost dry, and then the next day it kind of sucks. So I gotta eat it quick. I don't know how much peanut butter jam sandwiches I can make, especially with no knife to cut the bread or spread the peanut butter. I mean, I don't think I could do all that with a fishing knife, with a gutting knife. So we're really gonna have to get a knife. That's we need like a multi-purpose knife. That's what we need. That's our most essential thing. Maybe that's one of the things I should add to my Amazon order instead of buying a bunch of electricity plugs. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna order my stuff. What region of France did you say Nantes in the south of it is?
Nantes is actually in the western part of France and is part of the Quai de la Loire region. It's not really considered the south, but more the northwest. If you go south of Nantes, you'll eventually hit the Vendée department, and then further south towards regions like Nouvelle-Aquitaine.
So is it part of Brittany or not?
No worries. I hope that helps clarify it.
Is it part of Brittany or not?
Historically, Nantes was part of the Brittany region, and you'll still find a lot of cultural ties to Brittany there. However, administratively, it's now part of the Pays de la Loire region. So while it's no longer officially in Brittany, the connection is still there in spirit and culture.
I don't know what it is, but this region has a different feel to it. The homes look there's a bit more, fields than there are trees, and the grass is yellow, so maybe it's Tata? I don't know. Yeah, so I just checked my oil. I have the digital display. It's 2 dots below. It's still on green, but I'm gonna stop somewhere and get some extra oil just in case. It seems like it's just normal, healthy consumption. I don't remember the last time. Well, here's the thing. The oil change was done before we left Canada. So yeah, it's not that great. Yeah, it used to consume a lot more until we got some work done on the engine. I'm going to find a mechanic shop or like an auto shop. I don't know how it works here. So we just got to find some oil eventually. Probably sooner rather than later, just to be on the safe side and to top it up. First stop's McDonald's. I'm gonna get some work done, and then once we pass through a big town, that's what I'm gonna look for. And today is a normal weekday. Everything should be open, I hope. Yeah, it definitely feels different than the Northwest. Let's see how much the country progresses as we go through it. You have this old building, and they got a McDonald's, a Burger King sign on it. j'ai besoin 50 $ pour 95.
95, vous
Oui,
voulez?
oui. Parfait, merci beaucoup.
Merci à vous, bonne journée.
Toi aussi. Crazy how they got no cameras here like they do in Canada all over the gas station. 30 liters for 50 euros. It didn't even get me to a full tank. That's crazy. Hey, is it normal to say ça va bien or is that a Quebec thing? It's useless. Hey, ChatGPT, you there? Am I wrong for saying ça va bien to ask how they are? Or should I just be saying ça va? I guess we'll never know. Yeah, it's just ça va, and I had to go through like a big fight with ChatGPT to figure it out. This girl is so useless. So useless. She just cuts you off. She doesn't let you talk. Yeah, let me tell you. And then gives you an answer that's So a hypermarket is basically what a mall is to the French, or like just a really big supermarket. Not really a mall, it's just one store. But yeah, this is where you find everything. So let's check it out real quick. I found an auto store. So let's go there first and get some oil. I probably should need cash. So this hypermarket does look like it has multiple stores. My friend that I met at that McDonald's that one day was telling me that, you know, some of them call themselves hypermarkets, but they're not. And some of them actually are. And the ones that are, I guess, have multiple stores and are bigger. And then the ones that call themselves a hypermarket and are just like a really big supermarket. So yeah, so we'll go in there. I just found this auto store and I want to get some oil. Castrol, perfect. This is not synthetic. Modal. It is synthetic. It just says on the back, unless I'm missing it, but it doesn't really say it on the front. Let me just double check. Yeah, they got some mid oils here, and they don't have a large size of this, so I'm just gonna have to get this until I find another one somewhere. But I'd rather have a large one in case I get stuck somewhere, and if we're low on oil, we're low on oil, so we need it, right? So it's better to have a big one to be able to top off whenever, instead of having just a little winky one. Winky dinky. Meilleur de ça?
Ah ben l'huile Shell et là
parce que j'ai besoin d'un format grand. Mais ça, tu n'es pas le format grand.
Ah, le format 30, c'est-à-dire 5W30?
Oui, je pense. Comme ça, le grand bouteille.
Ah, en 5 litres? Allez,
oui.
Ah ben la Shell c'est très bien comme huile.
C'est plus meilleur de ça?
Plus meilleur, non c'est pareil.
Okay.
Globalement c'est pareil.
Ok.
On a un stylo pour contrôler les comme ça.
So I've been getting a dead brake light warning, and I think it's just the car tripping out, because I used to do that in the past and the brake light wasn't actually dead. Looking in the reflection, it hasn't seemed to be off, unless it's disconnecting or something, but it seems to be fine. Anyways, I got some spare brake lights. Only €2, and just in case if one goes out, if I get pulled over in Europe, it's an instant ticket if they want to give you it, if you're not able to change it on the spot. So you got to have them on you. Really, it's all the lights, but these are the most likely to go out in my opinion. I just changed the front headlights, so we should be okay there. They did have a large size. I just wasn't sure if the Shell brand was any good, and I looked it up. It's actually better than the Castrol subjectively, but it should be better. So I got that. And now I got a full thing of oil, so I'm gonna be good for topping up. I believe the whole trip should be more than good. Yeah, like the last thing you want is to be stuck out somewhere that doesn't have an auto store. You're low on oil and you just can't drive the car, right? And then you're gonna have to pay a premium to get it brought to you, and it's gonna be a whole ordeal. So I'd rather just have it on me. Once it goes yellow, I'll top it up. I might top it up before then, but it's a little bit of a headache. I need to find me a little funnel or something, because I don't have one. But it's cheaper to get a funnel at the grocery store than it is at the auto shop, and they didn't seem to have one. See if it closes. Yeah, it kind of is a grocery store. It just has a few side shops, but it's really just a grocery store. Yeah, they're overpriced and they're not as good as the ones on Amazon, so it's gonna be a no for me. Yeah, this is a good deal. Let's get us a little knife for peanut butter jelly time. It's not the best for spreading peanut butter, but it'll cut my bread, and it was under €1 for the 2 of them. So it's the best deal you're gonna get. What do you want? Listen, let's ask ChatGPT how much fuel we would have spent by now doing the route that we did and avoiding tolls, and see if it lines up with what we've actually spent. Driving from the UK from Felixstowe all the way into London to Dover. So stop in Vauxhall when we went for London. Then we went to Calais by ferry, and then we went along the coast. We ended up in Boulogne-sur-Mer, and then from there we went to La Touquet, and then from La Touquet we went to Dieppe, and then to Caen, and before Caen we went to Rouen, and then from Caen we went to Mont Saint-Michel, and then Saint Malo, and then we went all the big cities. So we went to Rennes, and then Nantes, and now we are in just before La Rochelle. So how much do you think we spent in fuel so far in a 2007 BMW 550i?
You definitely covered a lot of ground. Roughly estimating the fuel cost depends on a few factors like fuel prices and your car's fuel efficiency. On average, a 2007 BMW 550i might get around 12 to 14 litres per 100 kilometres, depending on how you drive. Given your route from the UK through various cities in France, you've probably covered about 800 to 1,000 kilometres or so. With the fuel prices in France averaging around €1.70 per litre, you might have spent approximately 150 to 200 euros on fuel so far. This is a rough estimate, but should give you a general idea.
We're at 329, but we did a lot of stopping and back and forth, and so I think we're gonna reduce the stopping but back and forth, and because we can't afford that. We're a little bit over budget. Let's see if we can balance it out. We're gonna ask her this again once we get to Italy, and we'll see if me driving like a granny will help. This is not the ideal kitchen setup, but you gotta do what you gotta do, right? I'm starving. I think I'm gonna try and maybe see how much a coffee is at McDonald's. Everything's been so even a water is like €3. Like €3 for a water? Are you crazy? How much is a coffee? There's nothing €2 at a McDonald's here. Like, you know? I think I'm over this whole thing. I want to go to Italy and see how cheap it really is. This is giving me anxiety too. You think it's giving you anxiety? It's one big piece there. I lost it. How good of an idea is it to overflow this right now? I think it's time for the beach for today's work session. I believe we're hitting the coast today. Maybe like a sunset swim. I want to get to Italy and cover some real ground. We haven't covered that much. Almost knocked it over. Never eating in the car again. Horrible idea. Let's hit the spot though. Irak. Irak, c'est à côté de Turquie. Turquie. Ouais, j'ai fait tout le... Merci. Bonne journée. Bye. Episode 2 is now scheduled for tomorrow. And today is... What is it today? Oh, man, that'd be good to know, eh? Either July 17th or 16th. Somewhere around there. It's, what day of the week is it? What day of the week is it? Tuesday. It's Tuesday. So, it's Tuesday. And tomorrow, episode 2 comes out. I'm proud of my work. I think it's gonna be good. It is good. And... hot damn. Okay, cut that out. I wanna go to the beach. That's what I wanna do right now. I'm tired of this YouTube shit. I'm gonna go to a beach, swim for a bit, and then go back to a McDonald's. Okay, check this out. I just got these 3 spices. I got all 3 of these for €2.40. That's actually a really good deal. One of these in Canada, the big ones, is like $5. So $2.40. I got thyme, parsley, and black pepper. So now I can actually cook my potatoes properly. Remember I was saying I don't want to buy spices. I'll wait until I find a better deal. Well, we found a better deal. I still need like basil and rosemary, but it's okay. I could deal without for now. I need this money to get into McDonald's later and buy something to sit down and do some work again. Let's find a beach on the way to Le Tremblade, which we're gonna be heading to for tomorrow. I don't remember if I explained in this video, but my buddy, he used to work with me. His family has like a cottage or something down in the cities. Well, it's like a little town on the coast. So he's invited me out and we're just gonna hang out. Then we're gonna go back to his city and for the weekend, and he's gonna show me around. We're gonna go to a few places, and I'm gonna get a proper French tour. So be out on the lookout for that, because it's gonna be actually proper and you can actually, you know, get a little cultural dive into France with a real local. And one of the nicest parts of France too. The South, baby. Well, it's not really the South, it's like the West, but it's still nice, okay? We try and look at the positive here. So we're gonna be passing La Rochelle. From there, there's a beach just right after. I'm not gonna go into La Rochelle because we're gonna be coming back to it and checking out this coming weekend. No point in going today. We'll make our way there eventually. After the whole, you know, the little French tour, I'm gonna head to proper south, spend a few days to a week traveling through, and then going to Italy. And then once we're in Italy, I'll look at the map and I'll see what's going on, and we'll decide what the next steps are gonna be and how much money we got. We'll make a plan based on that. ChatGPT. ChatGPT. Fucking bitch. What is this, a ghost town?
Yes, you can definitely boil potatoes in seawater. It can actually give them a nice, subtle, salty flavour.
What else could you use seawater for when it comes to cooking?
Seawater can actually be used in a few interesting ways when it comes to cooking. One of the most traditional uses is for boiling seafood like lobsters or crabs to give them a natural salty flavour. You can also use it to brine meats, or even in bread making, as it adds a unique depth of flavour. Just make sure it's clean and filtered if you're using it straight from the sea.
For boiling potatoes, it doesn't really need to be clean if the peels are on, right?
Yeah, that's definitely important to keep in mind. Coastline with unpolluted waters, it can be a fun and flavourful addition to your cooking, but definitely always filter it just to be safe. It can really add a nice natural saltiness to dishes.
Look, it's apricots. Apricots straight on the vine. Hey, I'm just starting to get close to La Rochelle, and I see sunflower seeds. Is that going to be something that we're going to see more often?
Oh, absolutely. The area around La Rochelle and a lot of that region in Western France is known for its beautiful sunflower fields, especially in the summer. So you'll definitely see more of those golden fields as you travel around. Makes for some really stunning scenery.
Is there anywhere I could buy like the seeds, like fresh off a farm or something? Like, where do I go to look?
You could definitely find some local farms or even small markets around the area that sell sunflower seeds directly from the farms. They're pretty fascinating ecosystems, and the ones near Ile de Ré are quite well known for producing high quality sea salts. It's definitely worth checking out if you're interested in those kind of local specialties. Plus you get to see a really unique landscape and maybe even pick up some salt.
No, I'm asking if they have salted lamb like they do in Normandy.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yes, just like in Normandy, you can find salted lamb in this region as well. The lambs graze on the salt marshes, which gives the meat a unique, slightly salty flavour. It's definitely a regional specialty and something worth trying if you get the chance.
It just got hot real quick. I don't know, did we just drive a little bit too south? Because, I don't know, it just got hot really fast. There's this cool looking bakery. I just want to run in and take a look and bring some cash in case we want something. Super. 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 Nice challah bread. Yeah, they ripped you off, guys. Can't tell me that's not challah bread. Overpriced. Let's quit burning gas just to stop for cool looking churches and baguettes. Just past some fields that look like they've been burned. Is that something that
that sounds
farmers do?
a beautiful sight. Yes, sometimes farmers do controlled burns or what's called stubble burning. It's a way to clear out old crops and weeds, and it can help prepare the soil for the next planting season. It's also used to manage pests and diseases. So it's definitely something you might see in agricultural areas, and it's a normal part of farming practices in some regions. Got it. During a controlled burn, farmers will usually pick a day when the weather conditions are safe, meaning low wind and good humidity, to prevent the fire from spreading uncontrollably. They typically create fire breaks, which are gaps in vegetation that help contain the fire. Then they'll ignite the field in a controlled manner, often starting from the edges and working inward. The whole process is carefully monitored to make sure everything stays safe and controlled. It's definitely a fascinating process.
I figured out what's making me think that, like, since yesterday I mentioned it looks a little bit like the Middle East, and the thing that's making me say that is the houses in this region seem to have like brick walls surrounding their garden and with a gate that goes into their garden. It's very common in Middle Eastern countries to see that, whereas in most residences in the West you could just walk up to the front door through the garden, right? But no, here the gardens are blocked off with a wall for privacy, and within that wall there's also their parking garage where they bring their car in, so that they have a gate that will open and let them in. It's a manual gate, it's not electric, it doesn't open on its own, but yeah, so that's kind of what made me start getting that vibe that we're in a more eastern area, even though we haven't really gone east much. It's giving that south vibe.
Go on, coming. When the house set, sleep at night, you'll see the light.
All right, we've arrived, and this place looks 100 times better than anything I could have imagined it being. So let's get onto the beach and let's check it out. Yeah, maybe park a little better. I think there's gonna be a live performance. Come back for that. Yeah, this beach is valid, very valid. Look at this. Stella Maris. That guy did not pass the vibe check. The French really like their crepes. Look at this. It's beautiful here. Wow. I'm gonna go to the car, get my stuff, get changed, and then go back to the beach. Imagine trying to get changed in your car on a busy street and everybody's trying to look and see what's going on with the flag on the car. It's always like either they notice the plates and they're like, oh, Ontario. Like everybody seems to know, you know? Everybody seems to know about Ontario in France. This old man walks up and he's like, very nice color. The guy was more into the car than the fact that it's from Canada. Man, it's always the coastal cities. Everybody's so nice. Like as soon as you pull up, everybody's just so welcoming and warm. It's not like the cities, man. Where's my beach bag? With the Mickey Mouse, the matching shorts. You see the fit. Come on, you see it. Alright, so man, it's crazy how sunny it is still. It's like almost 8 o'clock. Like the sun's not even close to setting yet. For a while I thought it was like 4 p.m. I need to go find somewhere to cook up. I'm hungry. I'm gonna make some food, proper food today. And supposedly we're not even in the nice part of France yet. So, you know, it started really good and it just keeps getting really good. Hi. The digging the Canadian flag, you know what I'm saying? I didn't realize my whole fit's matching with the flag. We got a whole thing going on today. Yeah, so I need to go find somewhere to like park and get a t-shirt on. It's freezing. And it's not really that cold. And I want to cook up some potatoes and tomatoes, potatoes, you know? It's given like Spanish vibes, you know? Like feeling a little El Paso mixed with Saint-Tropez. I feel great. Every time I go and take a swim in the ocean, it just feels amazing. Press the gas, no gear. I'd say this is one of France's hidden gems I've stumbled upon. I would definitely say this is, you know, in the top 15 that France has got to offer. Maybe? I don't know. I haven't seen shit. So definitely one of the nicer beach towns. Very, very aesthetically pleasing. It's low key. You can get free parking literally the street parallel to the beach. I mean, in a place this nice, every street you look down has beautiful homes. It doesn't look run down in any way. I'm starving. I don't know where to go. I gotta take a look at a map. I'm just trying to find somewhere to pull over, and some lady wanted to take my parking spot, so I had to get out of there. Skedaddle. I talk way too much, I'm sorry. Starving. Oh, I can smell the food. old. You see how nice these little cafes are, just like hidden on the side of the street, or little restaurants, I should say. Non de cette vie, et on allait au les Tremblades, le Tremblade, le Tremblade. Aviation museum right here. The Great World War. I'm in like the marshes, man. There's water, channels of water going through here. We're in the marshlands. We're in the Everglades. Hello, cows. Hey guys, what's up? How are we doing today? Man, I don't even know how I end up in these places, but they're pretty cool. I'm just trying to find somewhere to cook. There was some pretty nice benches on the way. Looks like we found ourselves a picnic spot for today. And I wasn't really planning on this, you know? And I thought, it probably has a bench somewhere. And we were right. All right, let's go get it. I'm hungry. Yeah, the problem with organic stuff is it could go bad quickly. See, it's starting to, so we're gonna cut around, but it's still good. Look how nice this tomato is. Yeah, let's see how good our new knife is. Let me tell you, these tomatoes, 100 times better. Oh my God. Than anything you get at the grocery store, unless it's this. I'm just missing a little bit of curry powder. Just a little bit. You don't put too much. Pretty darn good. Yeah, that did not last. I'm gonna need some potatoes in me. Potato. Alright, so that's done. We just need a garlic. We got them cut small so we can cook through quickly without having to boil them. It's better with onion, cut around half the size of the potatoes. Bonjour mes amis. Okay. The cutting board is seasoned. That's how you gotta look at it here. And then you smear it in and then you just eat it. Mmm, delish. Alright, seasoning. We got parsley and thyme. Put my garbage over here. What's that, the thyme? Not too much. Get a little photo for the IG. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. Perfect. Nothing is black. Nothing is black. It's perfectly brown. That's how it's gotta look. Taste test. A wind on this bad boy. Cool it down. Yep. Perfect. I was gonna say it needs a little bit of salt, and then I got the perfect amount on my taste buds. It is a little bit overcooked. I like them not so cooked. It's the garlic. The garlic is overcooked. Cock-a-cock-a-doo.